I started becoming profitable when I started asking this particular simple question. It is a very simple question because it sort of changed my perspective on how I see the chart, right? It is just one question, right? And it helped me to stop chasing setup every time of the day, like every hour or every 2 or 4 hours, right? I started asking just one question, and that question is this: has liquidity been swept? Right? If I don't see liquidity, I'm not taking a trade. It's as simple as that. Right? If liquidity has not been taken, I'm not that trade. There's no point staring at the charts, right? Or sitting all day at the charts. And let me show you what exactly how simple that is, right? Firstly, firstly, let me use this particular example. Let's see this area. Did has price cleared this liquidity yet? Right. Now you might have heard of fresh levels and of fresh levels and all those plenty stuffs. Yes, that's fact. But then again, that's not the point of contention for this video. Right. Now it's very very easy to take a trade like this because everything has aligned to what you're looking for, and that is this liquidity. Has it been swept? Right. If you see this area, this particular area, this is this is a key level that has been swept already by this candle, right? That candle swept the liquidity, and what happened next? Markets rallied upward, right? Markets just came down there, touched, then continued in its upward trajectory. It's that simple. And immediately I see it, I just turn into the lower time frame. Let's take for an example. This is what day is this? This is 21st of April, right? So let me take it closer. Let's say we are targeting this area for an example so that we are not greedy, right? Say we are targeting this area, right, on 21st of April, right? All I just do is immediately I see that that liquidity has been taken, I zoom into the lower time frame, right? That's just all I will do. I zoom into the lower time frame and I see and I look out for the same pattern again. Has liquidity been swept? Right? You ask that question again, and if you see here again, liquidity has been swept. Right? It's that simple. Liquidity has been swept by this um, bearish candle. Right? Immediately, I look for my entry model and voila, I take the trade. Right? It's that simple. The most important thing is you have to see that okay, has liquidity been swept? Now trust me, this appeals to every time frame, whether you are trading the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, the hourly chart, whatever it is, liquidity must be swept, right? That is just one thing you need to look out for in the market at every given time. At every given time, you have to ensure that okay, liquidity has been swept in this market. Let's take another example, right? Now we see this particular A-shaped key level, right? We wait for just one thing, for liquidity um for that area to be swept, right? And as you can see, immediately the market got to that area. What happened? The market touched, then continued in an upward trajectory. This same thing happens in a downtrend, but you will never see such in a consolidating market or a ranging market because that's a dicey market to trade, and it is not advisable for you to even touch anything that resembles such. Don't even go close, right? See this area. Let's see, was it swept? Yes, it was swept. Because if you watch here, if you use the trend line tool, as you can see, market swept that particular area, and what happens? In fact, that is the area that engineered the whole bullish trend on BTC, right? As you can see. It's very simple. Now, if you look closely again, if we look closely again, after market swept that low, what happened? Market moved up, came back again, swept that same low, right? Swept it again, right? Continued, gave us another entry again. What happened? It gave us about double V's. There are people call it double bottoms, right? Give us double V's, like in this case. What happened? Market swept again, one touch, two touch, and that is all I look out for. Has market swept liquidity? If you can perfect this particular question, right, trading becomes easy. You don't have to sit on your chart for all day long. Just set your trend line to wait for market to come there, and you see its reaction, then you execute. It's that simple. So that's just one question that has helped me to become profitable by, yeah, by a fair chance, right? So yeah.